Welcome to the Instant Rewards Back Office Live Training, Wednesday evening, 2/26 of 2014, February the 26th. I'm Ernest Odell, your host, and what I thought I would go over tonight is there are a lot of recurring questions. We call them sometimes frequently asked questions. Recurring questions in the groups about, how to get started and how to work on calls over here at the YouTube channel. I'm going to put the URL in there so you guys can go over there, and if you're not subscribed to this channel, you can subscribe to it with that link right there, and just come over here and click on that little subscribe link there and log in with your Gmail. If you don't have a Gmail account, you can set one up. Okay, I'm just going to go back on this. But we've got about 115 videos up here going back for about the past 8 months. The most recent we did last week was the using canned responses in your Craigslist ad. So you might want to, consider watching that one. Just start at the top if you want to and just work your way down. This one here is basically just kind of an evergreen webinar type video that I did for one of my ads that I'm using in conjunction with this tutorial. And every week, every other week, I'll come in and show you guys how to set up a Craigslist ad campaign. But I always have a caveat with that Craigslist is not the only game in town, so don't get hung up on it. If you get ghosted or your ad gets flagged, come over here to this website here. I'm going to give you the link to that too. Okay. And bookmark this and use it. And if you want to, you can subscribe to that channel here, to this site. So when there's updates to the site, new sites will be added in. You'll get an email notification when changes are made to the website. Sometimes I will take sites out if they go defunct and die and get an error page 404. I'll take them out. Okay. These high traffic networks over here on page 2, page 1, page 2 both have their own little tutorials. Okay. These are usually ad spend sites. This is where you can go in and spend anywhere from $25 to $2,500, depending on the network. Some of them are $50,000, some of them are $100. Big corporations, okay, who are into big ad spends, for pay-per-click, they might go in there and spend $50,000 to $100,000 a month. Okay, but little sites like ClickSoar, you can put in ClickSoar, CPOA, Ad Knowledge, Ad Marketplace, Max Bounty, 7Search. You can go in for anywhere from $25 to $100, $200 or $300, depending on your budget, and get fairly good results. Each one of these networks has their own set of tutorials, so I won't do any tutorials on any of these sites. I've done a couple on 7Search because they're always offering a special over at 7Search, and I think they're still offering Um, 7search.wm for the website magazine WebMag. So, when you sign up over here using 7search.com/WM, use the promo code WebMag. They've been running this for about, 2 or 3 months, since before Christmas. And it's, a pretty good deal, especially for beginners who want to, test the waters of paid ads, because the paid ads do produce, some targeted results, and you don't use up all your ad spend in one fell swoop. You can put a daily cap on it. Watch their tutorials. You can even call them up for, tech support and get a little help, with that. But you can use this, and then, of course, use some of the pinging services over here on page 3. We also have some sample ads over here on page 4. If you want to know and learn how to write some compelling ads, you can read through, some of this stuff, how ads are written. You can see some of the ads down here in the template section. You don't want to necessarily use them word for word. Use them for guides, okay? It's rather long and lengthy, but it'll give you some ideas. Home-based business is where it's at. There's certain words that you want to stay away from in Craigslist and other networks like Backpage. You want to stay away from those red flag words. Commissions, home-based. People are looking for job opportunities. So when you get a chance to come over here and look on the YouTube channel, you might familiarize yourself with, the Getting Started Guide, which is taken off for the Instant Rewards Getting Started Guide. I just made a tutorial out of it, 29 minutes. And then a generic video, how the CPA freebie industry works, whether it's Instant Rewards, ZNZ, My Cash Freebies, or any other, okay? How they work are all pretty much the same. Some of them are structured differently, but in our case, in Instant Rewards, if you want to get paid on a particular network offer that you're promoting, let's say for the starter, you got to be complete. If you're not complete on one of the networks, people can sign up under you and they can complete under you, and you'll have money waiting for you. But you won't be able to collect until you're qualified, or, as we say in the industry, green. And that pretty much applies to all of them, whether it's ZNZ, Paradise Freebies, My Cash Freebies, Instant Rewards, all of them, okay? Some of them operate a little bit different. Some of the branded Instant Rewards sites or branded My Cash Freebies sites operate a little different, but pretty much this is right here. It's a generic video. It kind of shows you how the freebie industry works. Another video that you might want to look at is, the Instant Rewards Network Back Office Live Training, and, the art of prospecting and the Redux. How to position yourself in a phone conversation with your prospects and your leads. There's this one here, calling your Instant Rewards leads and prospects. 18.5 minutes. It's got a book that you can download with it and mark it up, print it off. There's another video down here in the how to generate killer traffic. That's another good one that gets a lot of views. Some of them are rather long. I try to keep them down to about an hour on the webinars, but we have been known to go for 2, 3, 4 hours. Okay, so here lately I've been trying to keep them short, you know, and respect your time, because well, you have other things to do besides sit on a webinar all night long. Okay. This one here, 2 hours and 14 minutes. It goes into detail how to consistently earn $300 to $500 a day. Okay, with instant rewards. And this is the one you really want to pay attention to. And we have people over here in the groups asking questions like, you know, I just got started. I've been posting on Craigslist, Adland Pro, Classified Ads, eBay. Haven't gotten anywhere. I'm trying to stay positive, and I haven't had any help from my sponsor. How many of us have heard that one before? Okay. Sometimes the sponsor is just as new as you are, or the sponsor is just, you know, in it for the money. They're not looking to build a team. Now, there's an advantage to not dumping your babies, okay, and throwing your leads and your prospects under the bus. As soon as you get paid, then you dump them. You don't have anything to do with them. You want to help them as much as you can when you can. Of course, you got your own work to do. You got your own posting to do, and you have, you know, to sign up new people, because this is not a totally residual business, but with instant rewards having a 2-tier system that pays 5% per level, it does pay you, okay, to take care of your leads and train them properly. If they're not trained right and everybody keeps passing on the wrong training, then what happens is you got everybody complaining and wondering, what am I doing wrong? When you get 25,000 people doing that, it, you know, it's not the program's fault. It's the trainer, you know, the recruiter's fault for not training them right, because, well, you weren't trained right. Okay, so this is why we got with Anthony Wright, the company owner, and Liddell, and myself, to put some of these training videos together and help people to get started right, and then train your people right. One of the things that I have found is that if you post a job type ad, let's use Craigslist for an example. All right, I'm going to go over here and just pull up some of my favorites real quick and show you. This one, it's very short and to the point. Okay, I'm offering a sign-up bonus. You don't have to, but I do get a lot of calls off of this ad. This particular ad, I'm putting them into the Instant Money Network, because the Instant Money Network has 5 offer sites that they have to complete that pays out $190. So if I give them a $100 sign-on bonus after they've completed all the offers, I'm basically paying out over 50% of my commissions, 52.6 to be exact. Okay. On the IMN1, I'm promoting the 80, the Instant Rewards 80 offer. So I can offer like $20 or $25 sign-on bonus. I'm not going to give them, you know, 50% of that. I'm not going to give them, you know, $40 out of 80, because it really doesn't take but about $15, $20 max to get complete in the 80. I know how much it costs, and which offers can be done rather cheaply. Some of them cheap, some of them free. Okay. But once you explain to them that if they have a little skin in the game, okay, and they're qualified for life. They don't have to do this over and over, you know. And if they say, well, this is a scam, if they don't look at it, how can they tell if it's a scam or not? Number one, this company, Instant Rewards, has been doing business since 2009. I've been doing this for over 2 years. I put out, and some people caution me about this, but I put out my name, my phone numbers, and sometimes my address. And they say, "Oh, Ernest, you shouldn't do that." And I said, "Well, I'm not, really scared of it. I'm not scared of anybody doing anything to me. I'm a concealed handgun carrier in the state of Texas. So, and I live out in the country. I can see them coming. If somebody wanted to do me harm, I think I'd see them before they see me. I'm not really worried about it, as far as that goes. Make your job ad look like a job ad. Okay, you see this one here. It reads inside sales, office jobs, account referral. You got to, kind of tweak your title, but it's pretty much on one page. All right, the description, the call to action. What Craigslist has done here recently is they have disabled using the image source clickable links, okay, and clickable hrefs. So basically what I've had to do is I've had to go back to canned responses and calls to action. That's just on Craigslist. On the other sites like classifiedads.com, you can put in clickable links. And some of the other sites like Backpage, you have to put your ad for this job here in the business opportunities section. You cannot put it into the job employment section. They will flag it. I will tell you this. This site right here, flag free, okay? You do not want to use this. I was on a private chat with the guy that operates this site with another admin, and this is nothing but a hacker troll phishing site. Once you get registered, you cannot delete your account. You do not want to put your personal info in there. You do not want to put any credit card info in there, anything. I will put out bad press on this place right here because the guy was the domain for flagfree.org. If it's not a .com, that should be your first red flag, okay? This is registered out of Panama. If you suffer any financial damages because of a stolen identity or information, because of a site like this, then, you have no recourse because the Panamanian government is not going to chase these people down. We don't have an extradition treaty. We don't have a taxable treaty with Panama. Okay, it's a great place to live, but it's also a great place for crooks to live in Panama, Costa Rica, and some of those countries down there in Central America. So I would, strongly steer you away from this site right here. Okay. If you see it come in, might make a mental note of that or write it down. Flagfree.org. They don't flag your ads. Well, no wonder. Not all of these sites are bad, okay? But one of the other admins and I smoked the guy out in a private conversation, bumped him from the groups because he was trying to cross-promote, blatant cross-promoting the admins. And then, of course, the site, once I saw that you were, I could register and set up a free account, I couldn't unregister and delete. I did not put in any of my personal information, so they do have a block in there where you could pay for some featured paid ads, but you don't want to do that with that outfit because for all I know, it could be a Nigerian scammer operating out of a virtual IP through Panama, and it happens. Could be a Russian mafia money laundering operation that's operating out of Panama. We've seen it before. It happens. So that's the only thing I'm going to say about that. Just stay off of those sites. You won't find it on my list of these classified ad sites, okay? You just won't find flag free over here, all right? I check all these sites out. Craigslist, as you all know, has been around for years. They're reputable. They're terse. They're a bit, hard to get along with sometimes. Backpage, that's another one, all right? If you have an account with Backpage, you can log into your account. Let's see here. Yeah, let's see. If you want to go into Backpage and post in multiple cities, you will have to pay. Now, as I said, if you post instant rewards, you're going to have to go into services, business opportunities. You cannot post them in the jobs. They won't allow you. But you can see their rates over here as you change. If you select the whole country, all states, and just, for 1 week, that's $623. You change that to a whole year to 52 weeks, and you could end up spending $32,000. So you want to look at, where are you going to place your money? Backpage doesn't really produce all that much results in the way of going nationwide. If you want to post in just one state at a time, if you're over on the East Coast, let's say South Carolina, you could select cities or leave all 6 of them checked, and that would cost you $5.70 for 1 week. A total of a year would cost you $296. Okay. So, there's some advantages to paying for, ads, but, know what your budget is, and, test small ads, okay, because you can set this to repeat and automatically repost, and you can post in all cities, but it's not all that cost effective on some of these places like Backpage, okay? Go back over here and log out. That's just Backpage. Ad Post is another good place to post. They get a lot of visitors over here. Um, you can, post a featured ad over there. You can also post featured ads on quick ads. They've just uh, doubled up their exposure. For a $7 ad, you can get 60 days exposure in 439 cities, and it gets you a lot of backlinks. ClassifiedAds.com, I've got a tutorial on that. It's a great place to put some ads. Let me go over here and log in real quick. You can even get a counter, okay, over here in the views column. All right, it'll show you how many times your ad has been posted, when it expires, when it was created, and as you see, I've gotten a lot of pretty good views. I've gotten some good views off of this, and I get a lot of calls, and I do get some canned responses off of these. I do have these triggered for canned responses. I've gotten 300 views on this one that I put up on February the 2nd. This was an ad I put over in San Antonio. Okay. Here's one. It's gotten another San Antonio, 419 views. San Antonio, Texas tends to get a lot of traffic. Here's one for 359, but I don't know where it's at. Flagstaff, Arizona, Sedona, okay. Yuma, Arizona, Flagstaff, Sedona. There's some higher percentage unemployment over there, so people are looking. And these ads on these sites like Classified Ads and all these other sites here, they do get indexed into the search engines, so your ads will get found based on keywords. And that's the key here, is putting the right keywords into your title, okay, so that they get picked up by the search engines, okay. You may have to learn how to log into each one. Let's take Hoobly, for instance, here in my top 25. It looks, kind of similar to Craigslist. Hoobly is pretty dependable. You can log into your account if you have an account over there. Let's see. Okay. I know it was one or the other. Hoobly, looks like all mine are expired. So I would have to, go in and post a new ad. Hoobly is not so terse like Craigslist and Backpage, so you could probably get away with posting in the employment jobs section and come over here to customer service or sales and post an ad in here. Put your headline in. You can change your ad area if you want to go back up into the ad. I'm posting in Lubbock, so if I wanted to change that, Come in there and change your home area, all right? And, find the zip or postal code, for a different ad area. If you don't know your zip codes around the country, come up here and search on Google and search on zip codes, okay? And it'll take you over here to USPS.com zip code lookup. You can look up a zip code. You can put in the street address in the city. You can select a state. Go into Arizona. You have to enter, a city state, or just go back over here and look at the zip code map over at UnitedStatesZipCode.org. Type in the city or county, and if you want to get zip codes for, let's say, Yuma, okay, Yuma, Arizona. There's an example there, all right. Zip code 85364, all right. So if I wanted to change my zip code from Lubbock to Yuma, copy that, come back over here, paste that in there, and I can set that as my home area. Now, my home area is in Yuma, okay. Come in here and post a new ad over in the employment careers and say sales. And now we're going to be posting in Yuma, all right. You can upload pictures. If you're selling something, put a price on it. If you're not selling, but you're just putting an ad in there, just put your ad in there. What I'll do is I'll repurpose and use some of my ads over here on Craigslist, and I'll scrape and copy, and I'll use them on other sites like Hoobly or these other places. I'm not going to post one right now. But what you do want to do is make sure that step one, okay, is you write your ad wherever you place your ad as a job ad, all right? So the next thing we're going to look at, all right, is how do we get them into our lead capture form? A lot of people know what they will do is they will, put a canned response, or they'll manually send an email back to them when, somebody replies to a Craigslist ad. So let's go over here and look at my ads again. I'm just going to pull it up, okay? And let's just go with this one. And they might hit this reply and do it by email. Or I might look at another one over here. It's got contact, and I don't have it set up where they can send me an email. They have to contact me by phone, all right? So they're forced to call me. But you see how this looks like a job ad, all right? And the compensation, it's going to be in the form when you fill out. You have to put in the compensation. It'll show up here in a little gray box, where it kind of stands out, so it makes it a little easier for people to see, and gives them a bit of a tickler. Now, I've been doing this for the past 18, 20 months, and I haven't gotten flagged. I fly under the radar, make it look like a job ad, give them, compensation, put down a job snapshot. If you'd like a copy. You know, if you want to go over there and scrape some of these for yourself, you can use these as a template. I'll give you the URL there, okay, in the control panel. Bookmark it, and you know, you can see some of the favorites that I've already gotten starred and tagged in there. Now, if you're getting your ads sent to you as soon as you place an ad on Craigslist, and you do a job type ad, and you can use these templates, you know, just about anywhere. Write it like a job ad, and they call you up on the phone. You can ask them, are you sitting at your computer? If they are, they're halfway home, okay? So what you want to do is you want to open up your lead capture page and plug their info in. Make sure it's on your page, all right? Now, on mine, my default page, okay, if I'm using my marketing link, okay, it's going to go over to the new Instant Rewards Work at Home Mom. It's going to, you know, it's going to go over here to this one. But what I did is I logged into the back office over here, and I got one of these capture pages, all right, and I just went down and grabbed something like this, right click, copy link location, and then I came up here, and I'm using the speed dial plugin for Firefox. If you go over to mozilla.org, you can download and install these little speed dials, and what you can do is come over here and plug in that URL, and it'll create another speed dial. If I go here, I'm going to see where I've got all these over here. I can go to my next page of speed dials, and this is basically going to just take me right there. So I can use this to plug in their first name, last name, and this is how I walk them through. When they call me up, I say, okay, I'm going to need your first name, last name, and a working email and a working phone number for you to be able to do this work. You know, if they say, well, just tell me about it, I said, well, I'm going to tell you about it because I'm going to send you the information by email. You're sitting at your computer, you're halfway home, the email is going to give you a link. All right, as soon as you sign them up, they're going to have their name and the email and phone number dropped into your autoresponder. And then they're going to get an email from your autoresponder, and you're going to tell them, check your email, because it's got a link in there that's going to show them what they need to do. It's going to tell them all about it. It's going to save you a lot of time from having to tell people, you know, 4, 5, 10, 20 times a day. You don't have time to sit on the phone telling people all about it, you know, for 15, 20 minutes at a time. That's going to chew up all your time. Let them watch the video. Let the video do the work. The video, the orientation, it's all right there. Okay, so let's go over here and look at the auto response. Here's the default auto response that goes out. Mine, I've modified it a little bit, okay? But this right here is the only link in there, and it goes out in the standard overview. It's if I click on this, I can see over here that it's only 2 minutes and 28
Sarah is a stay-at-home.
2 minutes and 28 seconds. Once they watch this all the way through, it's going to tell them what to do. It's going to tell them to click this blue button. It's going to play another 2.5-minute video. It's going to show them how to register for their own back office. When they get complete there and they continue with the registration, this is where it's going to take them over to the primary and secondary offer site in the back office. And if you're doing the big instant rewards network, okay, you want to go in and check your status, see which programs you're promoting. They normally default on the starter and the 60 because the 60 pays a $10 bonus, all right, for a total of $70 plus the starter, which pays a $20, you're getting $90. Now me, I'm promoting the starter and the 80. And I'm also registered on all 16 networks. All right, so I can promote just about any combo I want. And how do you tell if you've got money waiting for you? You know, you'll get an email. If you have referrals completed, it'll show up here. All right. Down here on the fast, I've got a referral completed here in the fast. And I've got one over on the quick, and I think I have one on the easy. And I've got one on the one. Okay, so I've got $20, 30 and 30. I've got $80 sitting there waiting on me. All I have to do is just get over here and get green in those networks. I haven't been promoting them, but some people got my links and they went over there and they got qualified on that level because they want to promote them. And they're easy. That's, you know, what's neat about doing the starter and the easy is they're both $20 payouts and they're really fairly easy for people to promote. That and the one. Okay. If you look at the little one, it's a single credit, single offer site, pays out $20. So when somebody signs up under you, if you're green and complete on it, you know, it's easy for them to do, as is the starter and the easy. Okay. Starter up here, the easy, and the one, they all pay out $20. And then if they want to give themselves a raise, you know, they can do step 2. In my case, it would be the 80. Now, if you ever change your combo setup back here, let's say I change it from starter 80 to starter 60. You got to select both of them at the same time and then click reorder. And now it's reordered to starter 60. Now, I'm going to go back to the starter 80 because the starter 80, it's an even $100, okay, when they do both steps. Over in the Instant Money Network, okay, this one here, I'm using, this is the default page. It has the video in it, okay, starts playing. The actual page that I'm using for sign up, all right, where I manually sign people up, looks like a contact form. And the same thing on the IMN one. It still puts them into the autoresponder, still puts them into the lead group. So if I go back over here and I look at my leads in either one of these, you know, some people, they land on it, they fill it out themselves. Others, if they call, you know, if they call me up on the phone, I plug them in. And, you know, if they check their links, you'll see a little yellow star. If there's no yellow stars next to their name, it means that they have not opened up the email yet. So, you know, that happens. This is why, you know, sometimes you have to follow up with people. So, you know, you can make up to $190 in the Instant Money Network with the 5 networks that you can promote. Here, you can pretty much choose what you want. If you're complete on the 100 or the 120, you could combo the 100 and 120 and go for $220. But, and I say that with emphasis, the higher payouts take longer to complete, and you have to do more offers. Your recruit, your lead, your prospect has to do more offers to get qualified, okay? And the conversion ratios are not as high. It's not as easy to complete on these levels, the 100 and the 120. The 60, the PayPal, the 80, and the starter, the little $20, $30, and $40 payout sites, they convert fairly easy. Even the 50, okay, if I was to go down here and find, let's go down here to the 50 real quick. Let me log in on the 50. Look at the offers up here. It only pays out $50, but they have lower values, okay, so you might have to do 2 or 3. This is 0.35, 0.40, 0.45, 0.25, 0.35, 0.15. They got to get a full 1.0 credit, so they might end up having to do 3 or 4 offers, maybe 5, depending on the values, okay, to get that full credit. And that's where we go back to that video over on YouTube, how the CPA industry works. And it explains how the generic industry works. You go in, do enough offers to get a full credit and qualify. You're good for life. You can sign people up under you, unlimited. You can just go as wide as you want and get paid over and over and over, okay? You can get paid every day if you want to. So I'm not going to change anything there. And once you get, you know, if you bring your lead capture form up each time after you finish plugging in their name, when you put in their name, all right, let's say Ernest, we'll just say Ernest Jefferson. We'll say EJ at questrpc.com, and we'll just say, get back over here. It didn't go in. Let's try this again. Ernest Jefferson, EJ at questrpc.com, and we're just going to put in a Tulsa number. Okay. Click sign up, and it's going to take it over to the overview. As soon as you're doing that, what you're going to do is just reach up here and click that off, okay? Because you don't need to watch the overview. This is the same overview that your referral is going to get when they check their email. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to log in. Not here. All right, let's go in here to my control panel. And we're going to look at leads and see Ernest Jefferson is in there on the synopsis. EJ at questrpc.com. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that because I don't need that in there. That's just a test lead. Now, on the auto responses, mine, like I said, it's a little bit more elaborate because I've gone into a lot more detail on mine, okay? But that's only because I know how to program some of that stuff. Down here, actually shorter is better. This is really short and to the point. They're going to click on that link and they're going to come to the same overview that I saw after I put their lead in. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and I'm going to reopen and wait for the next call. If I'm putting them all into the same front-end marketing system, okay, I'm going to choose my page to put it in. And I separate the values first name, last name for a reason. Okay, I do want to be able to search rather than putting them all in one field. I can put first and last name in the first name field in the name. I use this for putting people into the Instant Money Network, and over here the IMN1 has the same layout. It's just a different URL. It's going into a different lead group. Okay, one's Instant Money Network, the other one is IMN1, right? And the reason why they call the IMN1 is because you can only promote one offer site at a time. So if we go over here, I'm going to look at the instantrewards.net. These are the actual offer sites. This is just the home page. And it's just, it's going to show me all the networks up here. So I can put my cursor up here and I can see all the networks that are available. And I'm registered on each one. So, it's easy for me just to switch over. And now I'm on the 100. I can log in, or I can go to the 80, click on that, come up here and log in. So IMN1, you can only promote one of those offer sites at a time. The Instant Money Network, you can promote in the back office up to 5, okay? So if I get into Instant Money Network and log in through my back office, I'm going to go to personal info. You can see where it's synchronized with the starter, PayPal, 60, easy, and games. And if you take the payout values, they add up to $190, okay? Close that, close this, and close this. That's how I take calls during the day, all right, is I write the ad like a job ad, all right. They call me up, and depending on which ad they're answering will depend on which one of these sites that I put them in. I might put them into the big Instant Rewards combo. I might put them into Instant Money Network or the IMN1, okay? I want them in the marketing system because the marketing system has that built-in autoresponder. If you go to putting people and just sending them the link to your, let's say, your starter, then basically all they're doing, you're putting the cart before the horse. And they'll go over there and do the offer, but they don't have a marketing system. You're not giving them the opportunity to remarket and make some money for themselves. So make sure you have a copy of the Instant Rewards back office system or the Instant Money Network back office system, and you have access to those lead capture pages to choose which ones you want to use. I plug them into my own lead capture page. It skews up the stats, but at least I know I own the lead. They're in there. They're in the autoresponder. Okay, and this is what I cover in this video right here: how to consistently earn $300 to $500 a day. And basically that's it in a nutshell. All you need is the feed URL to this YouTube, the classified ad site, the IMN marketer. All right, let's get over here. IMNmarketer.com, excellent trading resource. All right, I'm going to give you the link over there, bookmark it. All right, and over here, this has a link to the quick start guide for Instant Rewards. Okay, so you can just scroll down. I made a video version of this and narrated it, and I took screenshots off of it to make it easy to understand. Okay, Instant Money Network, okay, is in a PDF, and basically what they have done is pretty much just kind of giving you a copy of the email that goes out. So this just explains to the Instant Money Network recruits, each step of the way what they need to do. And you can give this to them. You can give them the link to that. Show them how to get started. You want to use this, getting started, read through this, use these videos, use all of these, the Marketing 101, Craigslist, Facebook, advertising, traffic, follow-up, okay? The next site that you want to use in your training is gettrainingnow.com, okay? This site right here is run by Trace Burali and Rangeline Presley. Excellent site. They've got a ton of resources. There's the link. Okay. Some of these point back over to the training site here. Some of them in the videos point back over to the training videos over on the training site, and some of them over here. Okay. They've got blogs and testimonials in there. When you get logged in, you can click here to join and sign up. You can create an account separate and apart from your Facebook, or you can log in with your Facebook. Okay. You connect with Facebook. If you have your Facebook account open, then it's going to tell you that it's going to, use your public information to sign up. And because I'm already logged into Facebook, it would just be real easy to go ahead and sign up there, but I do have a separate account. I can log in either way. Okay, so Get Training Now. Did I give you that URL? Yes, I did. Okay. Those three sites, Get Training Now, the IMN Marketer, the Classified Ad Directory, actually 4 sites, and the YouTube videos. You won't get through them in all in one sitting, but there is a ton of strategy and information And as things change, and they will, on Facebook, Craigslist, or anywhere else, you know, we'll make an update, or we'll do a tutorial, or we'll just do a webinar agenda on it. Okay. Any questions? If you have any questions, just type your question into the chat module on the control panel there, and I'll unmute you and let you talk. If you don't have any questions, we've been going for about an hour now. I don't want to keep you much longer than that. We got about a 30-minute late start, you know, letting some of the others get in here. But this is the question, you know, that you see a lot, okay, from a lot of people in the groups. You know, how do I get started? We hear that a lot. They don't always get the links sent to them in the back office here. How to, you know, how to get started. Use these sites. All right, they're free. They've been put up there for you. Use them. You know, learn how to make use of this. We see a lot of this over and over and over. So, you know, send your people there. This guy here, Benjamin Gagum. Yeah.
Call from wireless caller. Call from wireless caller. Call from wireless caller.
Yeah, I'll let that ring. Okay. But if we don't have any more questions, I'm going to call it an evening. Thank you for showing up.